Hello, literature lovers. Today I'm going to talk about Ezra Weston Loomis Pound. In short, Ezra Pound. He was an expatriate American poet and critic, a major figure in the early modernist poetry movement, who became a fascist collaborator in Italy during World War II. His works include Reports, Hugh Moberly, and the unfinished 1920 section 800 page epic The Cantos. That's my personal favorite. Napon's contribution to poetry began with his contribution to the development of Imagism, a movement derived from classical Chinese and Japanese poetry, stressing clarity, precision, and economy of language. No doubt, T.S. Eliot called him a better craftsman. Working in London in the early 20th century as foreign editor of several American literary magazines, he helped discover and shape the work of contemporaries such as T.S. Eliot, James Joyce, Robert Frost, Ernest Hemingway. He was responsible for the 1915 publication of Eliot's The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock and the serialization from 1918 of Joyce Ulysses. Angered by the carnage of World War I, Pound lost faith in England and blamed the war on the finance capitalism, which he called usury. He moved to Italy in 1924 and throughout the 1930s and 40s embraced Benito Mussolini's fascism, expressed support for Adolf Hitler, that's quite shocking, and wrote for publications owned by British fascist Sir Oswald Mosley. During World War II, he persuaded the Italian government to let him take hundreds of paid anti Semitic radio broadcasts attacking the United States, Franklin Roosevelt, and Jews, as a result of which he was arrested in 1945 by American forces in Italy on charges of treason. He spent months detained in US military camp in Pisa, including 3 weeks in a 6 by 6 foot outdoor steel cage, which he said triggered a mental breakdown. When the raft broke and the waters went over me, deemed unfit to stand trial, he was incarcerated in St. Elizabeth's Psychiatric Hospital in Washington, D.C. for over 12 years. While in custody in Italy, Pound began to work on sections of the cantos published as Peasant Cantos, for which he was awarded the Bollingen Prize in 1949 by a Library of Congress, triggering enormous controversy. Obviously, what do you expect from this? Largely because of a campaign by his fellow writers, he was released from St. Elizabeth's in 1958 and lived in Italy until his death in 1972. His political reviews have ensured that his life and work remain controversial. That's all for today. Do subscribe the channel. It's a token of appreciation for me. Share it with your friends. Keep your suggestions on. Be with me. Don't forget to read books regularly. And because this is the only way you can be alive and enriching and be faithful to life and others. Suggest what kind of content you would like to see. I'm planning to start live lectures now and Q&A sessions too. If you are interested, talk to me right in the comment section. That's all for today. Thanks for listening.